Yeah, and so you mentioned brainwaves. Can you kind of briefly go over what are brainwaves and why are these beneficial to measure?
Yes. So basically, if we back up and first understand that the way our brain works is both on a chemical as well as electrical level. So most people are a lot more familiar with the neurotransmitters, the chemicals that our brain uses to communicate, such as dopamine, which plays a big role in motivation and reward, or serotonin, which is really important for mood. But then there's also the flip side of that same coin, which is the electrical signaling of the brain. So neurons communicate with one another utilizing electricity, and we can actually measure those tiny little electrical rhythms with a swim cap looking device called an EEG cap. So the reason that a lot of neuroscientists actually measure the brain waves instead of the neurotransmitters is that you would have to do a spinal tap to actually accurately measure the levels of different neurotransmitters in the central nervous system. And spinal tap is going to be pretty hard to get people to volunteer to do that. So because of that, a lot of research has been conducted instead on measuring the brain waves. And the brain waves are basically measured based on their frequency. So there's slower brain waves, such as delta and theta, that are more so involved in sleep. Those are a lot slower. Delta is usually 1 to 4 cycles per second.